Good morning, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed dignitaries, distinguished faculties, and most importantly, our bright and eager students of MBA, MBA IB, BBA General, both first and second shift, MBA Integrated. I, Doubling Kaur, with Rajesh McCall, Mr. Rajesh McCall, stand before you today with a deep sense of honor and privilege to welcome you all for the orientation program of Geetarathan International Business School.
On behalf of the institution, I extend a warm welcome to our Vice Chairman, Shri Anirudh Chindal, our guest, Mr. Arpit Srivastava, Head of Brand Card 24, and Mr. Aditya Mann, Vice President of FirstNaukri.com, Dean Corporate Affairs, Ms. Pasri Jindal, and our Honorable Director, Sir, Dr. Vikas Nath.
In the form of Rohini. Through this concerted efforts, the society has created several institutions of known standards and repute for imparting quality education right from the kindergarten stage to master's level under the brand name Geetarathan.
Geetarathan International Business School was established in the year 2004. It is a self-financing ISO 9001-2008, 14001-2015 and 50001-2018 certified and NAAC accredited institution. It is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi, and approved by AICTE, Ministry of Education, Government of India for technical courses and Bar Council of India. For law course, the institute conducts integrated BA LLB honors. This year, we have added another feather to our cap by acquiring two new courses, namely MBA Integrated and LLM.
GIFTS has been rated A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council in the third cycle. GIFTS has been rated A+ by State Fee Regulatory Committee, a fee committee of Government of NCT of Delhi. GIFTS has been rated highest grading A by Joint Inspection Committee of Government of NCT of Delhi and GGS IP University since 2013 till date. GIFTS has been rated A by Academic Audit Cell of GGS IP University since 2011 till date.
As one of the national capital's leading business schools, GIFTS brings together people, cultures and ideas from around the corner to change lives and to transform organizations. The institute is an ideal setting for learning, a diverse community knit together by its physical environment as well as by its commitment to the highest standard of excellence, integrity, free expression and inquiry. The campus boasts state-of-the-art infrastructure, facilities and resources.
To commence this auspicious occasion, we will begin with the lighting of the lamp. As we light this sacred flame, may it symbolize the illumination of knowledge and wisdom.
May I request Director Sir and our esteemed guests to come forward for the lighting of lamp ceremony. Inviting our esteemed PC, Professor Abhijit Das Sir, for enlightening the new batch with his words of wisdom. Sir.
A very warm good morning to all of you. Honorable Director Dr. Vikas Nath Sir, the guests for today, all faculty members and my dear students. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this great institution. And very soon you will realize that you've taken the right decision by taking admission in this institute. Now you come from different backgrounds, different streams, maybe some maybe from science stream, some maybe from arts or commerce and so on. Now all of you would be studying the same curriculum, and as far as management education goes, a very important aspect of management education is that first you have to understand the theoretical or conceptual part, as well as you have to understand the application of this theory also. These management courses like BBA, MBA, in what ways are they different from, let's say, other university courses like BA, MA and so on, BA, BSc, MAs, that here what we are going to teach you is not only the theoretical and conceptual part but also the application part, which is just as important. So here you need to understand that theory and practice are both important. And theory without a practical understanding of the concept, or practical understanding without the theoretical background, is of no use. So you have to pay attention to both. And here we will try to inculcate in our teaching not only the theoretical and conceptual parts but also the application part. Now some of you have just come out of school, and this is the first time you will find a lot of freedom as compared to school. This is your first step in a college, whereas the students of MBA, they've already done graduation from somewhere. So the college life is fun. I'm sure this is what you are looking forward to. It is fun, of course. You can enjoy as much as you want, but you need to work hard as and when required. So have fun and enjoy yourself, but also focus on your studies. Now there are certain norms you have to follow. You have to be very particular about your attendance, and you have to maintain your attendance throughout the session. You also have to focus on your studies. So this is not really a course like, BA, BSc, where you are taught the theoretical part only. So you have to pay attention to the conceptual part, understand the concept and its application as well. Besides your regular classes, we also have a lot of co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, because we want to focus on your all-round development activities, which includes debates, case study competitions, management games and so on. So the purpose of these activities is to ensure that there is overall development of your personality. Now along with these, we have another important aspect of our pedagogy, and that is we focus on certain skill-based training called SBT. Why is it important is that how will you differentiate yourselves from other students who are pursuing the same course, maybe from other institutions. So how we differentiate you and also to ensure your employability is by focusing on these skills. So we will have special classes for you which are not part of your curriculum, but the purpose is aimed at building your skills, maybe computer skills, maybe communication skills and so on, right? Now for example, let's take the world of computers. Things are changing very fast. Okay, technology is changing very fast. You must have noticed, you buy a mobile phone today, 6 months later, it's out of date. And the same is happening with the world of computers, hardware, software, and a major change which has been brought about recently is AI. So my favorite topic, that is AI, and I also focus on using AI for teaching and using AI for research. So AI has changed the entire concept of using computers. It is as revolutionary a change as Google had brought about with the advent of internet. So today AI has brought about a major revolutionary change in the kind of softwares we are using. Today when we looking for a software to solve a problem, we don't use the word, let's say, I want a software for preparing slides. So I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look for an AI supported software for preparing slides. So all these will be part of your skill-based training, whereby we'll keep you updated with the latest technology, the latest software, how to use it, because as managers, you are required to keep yourself upskilled and up to date. So we have these special skill-based training sessions which will help you in upskilling and keep you up to date so that you are employable graduates. Today in India, a major problem being faced is that students from several institutes, even top institutes, according to a recent survey, were found to be not employable. So here is what lies the difference. We are trying to create employable students, whether at graduate level or undergraduate level. So this is the purpose, and we have these skill-based sessions throughout your curriculum. That is in 3 years in case of BBA and 2 years in case of MBA. For the entire duration, every semester you will have these skill-based classes. So I welcome you once again and wishing you all the best on a journey. All is well that begins well and ends well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
On behalf of Kedaratan International Business School, I now take this opportunity to welcome and introduce our esteemed guest. Mr. Arpit Srivastava is marketing and brand leader with 13 plus years of rich experience across consumer goods and auto at Cars 24. Product marketing, PTA. He is also jury member at ET Brand Equity Award, Economic Science, March 2024.
It is my pleasure to introduce our next guest, Mr. Aditya Mann, Vice President of FirstNaukri.com. He is a sales professional with more than 17 plus years of experience in online classifieds industry, have been instrumental in expanding business of India's leading online job portal, Naukri.com, in Delhi NCR region, and of 99acres.com, a real estate online classifieds company, which belongs to the same parent organization, Info Edge India Limited. May I request Director Sir, Professor Dr. Vikas Mann, to extend a green welcome to our esteemed guest, Mr. Arpit Srivastava, Head of Cars 24. Thank you, sir. May I now request Director Sir, Professor Dr. Vikas Nath, to extend a green welcome to our esteemed guest, Mr. Aditya Mann, Vice President of FirstNaukri.com. A distinct honor and privilege to invite our esteemed guest, Mr. Arpit Srivastava, Head of Brand Cars 24, to address the students and faculty members. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Yeah? the most formal that I've been dressed for quite some time now. Startups generally do not dress formally. Now when I go back to office from here, they would ask me if I'm coming from an interview. Right? Anyway, so my name is Arpit. I head brand for Cars24. Over the past 13-14 years, I've been working across industries, primarily into the marketing and brand function. Started off with Nokia in 2011, moved to Sony Electronics, took care of the entire product marketing piece for India. Did a 3-year stint with Times of India. My previous role was with Samsung Electronics, spent around 3 years there. Do you see the flip fold Alia ads?
Yes.
How many of you have seen that? Alia Bhatt in the flip fold ad? Okay, that is created by me. Okay, and post that Samsung launch, I'm with Cars24. I lead a team of around 27, 28 odd people, which handle the entire brand marketing function at Cars24. Okay, so that's pretty much about me, and I would quickly, I do not want to brag much, what I have done, not relevant honestly, for young folks like you. What I have done is history, and I would just want to leave you with certain pointers that you as students stepping into a program like this should take care of, right? And something that has helped me over the past 14 years and should help you also, because there are certain fundamentals and basics that never change. Okay, no matter, Sir spoke about AI and everything coming in. Of course, you have to be adaptable. But as long as you're not adaptable, you were not relevant 10 years back also, you're not relevant today also. Okay, so there are certain fundamentals that I would leave you with, and in whichever induction program I go to, I generally ask students to write them down. Okay, and 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years, whatever your course is, you would look back to those pointers and you would realize that yes, these were something that would have helped me, or if you would have followed, would have certainly helped you. Okay, for people coming from different streams, okay, science, art, the first thing that you will read in any management book would be, is management a science or art, and there is no clear answer to it, right? And so there is no point that which stream you are coming from. Now you all need to flow in one single stream, right? So just be open to change. Okay, don't be reluctant. Don't be, this is not my area. Okay, I did my graduation from Institute of Science at BHU, went on for my MBA, and I was studying financial management. And there could be people who would say, not my cup of tea actually, but you need to be open to embrace change. You can jot it down in your phones, you can jot it down in a piece of paper, but it will help you. Okay. Point number 1 that I make to all students who come new to campus is, don't get awed. Okay. There will be a lot of new things that you will come across. There will be a lot of new kind of people that you will come across. Don't get awed by that. Okay. You have your own agenda. You have a singular focus. So just don't flow with a lot of new things that you come across and forget your core agenda. Okay, that is one thing that you should always take care of. Secondly, when you start this course, day 1, all of you are friends with each other. One semester later, 20% of your friends would drop. One semester later, another 20% would drop, right? And by the end of the course, you will have only 5-6 friends left. Reason being that those are the people who have a common agenda as you. Okay, and that's the reason. If you find them early, better. If you don't, by experience over the next 2, 3, 5 years, you would find them automatically. Okay, so find people, find friends who have a same agenda as you. For a lot of you, this could be the last 2 years of education. Okay, for a lot of you, it could be, you might want to pursue PhD. A lot of you might have your own businesses, I don't know. Okay, there are different agendas. Find people with your own agenda. Okay, That will help you. Focus on things that you can control. Okay? And there will be a lot of things that you cannot control. Okay? Please don't get bogged about them. Okay? There is no point of getting bogged about things that you cannot control and get depressed and get, sad about it. Just focus on what you can control and just excel and kill it. That should be your focus, rather than, if you spend a lot of time on things that you cannot control, it will only bring your output where you could have controlled things even down. Your overall efficiency as an individual would go down. Okay, so that is one thing that you should always, take care of. Focus on things that you can control. Okay.
And the future magistrates and very good managers are enjoying their life in this college through the dance club called as Mudra. Please welcome our students of Mudra now. ये लोग हाई कोर्ट में, कंपनीज में as lawyers, as managers, depute होते हैं. This is a freedom that gives pride to all of you. Study and enjoy. Give them a huge round of applause, please.
Now, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Aditya Mann, Vice President of FirstNaukri.com, to address the students. Welcome you, sir.
Resuming think the students here they are out of school or the integrated courses and probably have done graduation, pursuing MBA now. Is it? Am I correct? BBA also. So they're freshly out of the school and probably either they have done graduation and moving on to MBAs. Great. So what is the feeling? My question is for students. Anxious? Butterflies in the stomach? First day? I guess so. I could relate because, since as we speak here, my team is also in the process of moving the database of 20 students to the off-campus. And we are moving in 25 batch pass-out students who will be passing out next year to the on-campus. So when I say off-campus and on-campus, I hope you know the difference. So off-campus, somebody who has passed out probably and they will not be able to hire anymore in campus. And 25 batch pass out would be the students will be in the focus now and the companies will be lining up to hire you maybe 3 months down the line, because since the session starts around September, October, November, the MBAs would be in the summer training, they're done with the summer training. Since I come from the recruitment background, I could relate, and probably I can tell you a thing or two which I have learned overall in my experience. A bit about myself. My name is Aditya Mann. I have been working for the last 18 years now. I started my career with Naukri.com. I worked there for 5 years. Then I took a sabbatical for a year and a half. I tried my hands on some kind of business. Then I moved to 99 acres, good 10 years to 99 acres. Now I'm with Naukri campus. So the board says, or probably my the name says, First Naukri, we have rebranded ourselves very recently. First Naukri is now Naukri campus. There's a story behind it, why did we brand ourselves, rebranding ourselves, I'll get to it later. But probably in next 10-15 minutes what we'll do, I'll try to make it more participative. I'll ask a couple of questions from you guys and probably we'll talk about the do's and don'ts you should be following and should do's and should not do in the next 2 years, 3 years or 4 years, right? How many of you want to get into jobs? No one? Don't worry, I'm not going to ask any question. I'm not targeting anybody. I just want to understand how many of you want to get into a job. After doing your BBAs, MBAs, want to get into a job. That's it. Rest everybody will do business. Not that it's not bad, it's not good. It's okay, anybody, What kind of job you want to do? Marketing. Okay. Anybody else? It's good to have to be an employer than being an employee. But it's not easy. Having said that, it's good but not easy. Okay, so I'll relate with my experience. When I was with Naukri, I got placed with Naukri in 2006 when I didn't know anything about Naukri. So I did my graduation in computers and I did MBA from DIAS, the Institute of Advanced Studies. Right? So my best friend, they were applying for a job online. The Naukri came and unfortunately I could not sit for the campus placement. My friends were hired and then I went to the cafe. At that point of time I didn't have any computers. I had to apply via cafe on the job, Naukri.com for a job. It's probably which given a chance I might not repeat. That's where I want to give you some gyan. Though my friend here Arpit, they are actually told you a lot of things. And anybody giving gyan has 4 common points. What you should do, your attitude, your learning ability, giving on a high, he is very well covered it, right? So I'll start with a story probably, pointing out that your past doesn't have a say to your future. And we might come from a less privileged background financially or academically. But what you do, right? I come from a family of farmers. I am the only one in my family who's into a corporate job. The rest everybody is still either doing farming or they are into defense services. Right? Nobody had any idea what a corporate job or a private job looks like. But when I was in 12th, there was a subject, I think, business studies in 12th, and there was a chapter called, there was probably a note called Traits of a Salesman. When I read it, I could break up. I have all these traits, probably, it suits me. And that was the day I decided I want to get into sales. I did my graduation, I did my post-graduation, I got into sales, and from that day to today, I'm into sales. I'm working in all kind of sales I've been into. I tried to leave whenever I was on a high. I left Naukri.com when I was 5 years old. I was even more responsibility. I tried my hands on entrepreneurship because I wanted to do entrepreneurship. Proud to say I'm a failed entrepreneur, but I learned a lot of things. So probably the ability to learn and the attitude of learning will take you to places. Next 2 years, do not think that the college is going to provide me with the opportunity of having a job. The college will do what they do best. They will provide you with lectures, they will provide you the opportunity to upskill yourselves. But then you have to do all those things which is required. It's nothing but ability to work on yourselves, ability to grow. No, I know all this sounds very rudimentary, probably your parents would have told you, your teachers would have told you, but believe me, this helps. I've been taking interviews for the last 16 years now. In first 5 minutes, I know whether I'm going to hire that person or not. But next 25 minutes or half an hour, I try to give that person an opportunity to bring the best out of him. We spent 18 months to make the talent job ready, which is very scary. It goes for all for you. Probably I'm talking from the youth perspective. The students who are freshers, either done their graduation, getting into a job, or probably did MBA, getting into a job. 18 months is a long time for a company to spend efforts, money, and time to make job ready. This number should come down, and that's what we are trying to work on. Hence, we change our name to from first Naukri to Naukri campus. We are trying to engage with right from first year to upskill them, to involve them more in means of in terms of having contests, having some kind of activities, expert speak, industry speak, all those things. The idea is to tell you what is it outside like, what does it take for you to be job ready. More often than not, it is your communication skills which gives you first break, irrespective which college you come from, which school you come from, what percentage you have, except your eligibility criteria. This university, this college will give you the degree, which is a piece of paper by the end of second, third, or fourth year, which will only take you to the step to the company. The percentage of marks will just give you an eligibility criteria. Rest, it depends on you, how good you are in terms of articulating your ideas, conveying your thoughts. What is it that you are thinking to the interviewer or probably to the HR people? They don't want to know that what is it that you studied in finance, what is it that you studied in economics. No, they just want to understand how good you are to be able to translate your thoughts into actual environment. Unless you do that, believe me, my friend.
So working for 99 acres and you are interested in AI. One problem I have come across is that the customer service after sales part has been completely taken over by chatbots. There is absolutely no human interaction. And I filed my return using ClearTax last year. I didn't do it this year. There was some problem, and the only interaction I could have with the organization was through a chatbot. Chatbot couldn't understand my complex tax-related problem. So why is it? So another HDFC bank I called up. The response is through a chatbot. Please explain your problem. The chatbot is not able to understand.
I got your point because it's the same pain point which I have felt a couple of times. So when I talk about AI, right, there are two kinds of AI. One is generative AI and one is simple AI. When we talk about simple AI, it has pre-set of data which evaluates and answers on those patterns. Right? Generative AI creates pattern. Right? So when probably you be interacting with a chatbot, that was just an AI feature which had a preconceived notion on certain case studies, and he replied, or probably the chatbot replied on those patterns. Had it been a generative AI, he would have created patterns by using AI and all the data and would have come up with a more suited feature. That's why more companies are shifting from only AI to generative AI. Probably this is the shift which we would want to happen sooner than later. But having said that, this is the problems we all face. But I think it is good because in a one way it is eating up jobs, but also it teaches us that our youth or probably should be more job ready in terms of taking over this. Obviously, the speed is the benefit which AI has. Yeah, go ahead, Sushi.
So,
what was your experience as an, as an entrepreneur? And what went wrong, actually?
Lot of things. Okay, so 2011 it was when I decided to have this entrepreneurship experience. There was a point when a lot of startups were coming up. I think Car24, Car24, they all started at similar times. So I happened to attend a seminar just like this when I got to know that India is becoming a diabetes capital of the world. Right? So I was just worried about it, and probably I read a couple of more articles. Then I happened to go to a product called stevia. It's a plant, right? It's called meaty tulsi. So the extract of this plant is used as an alternative to sugar. Right? So I thought probably, with India becoming a diabetes capital of the world, it's a huge market. Right? And people doesn't have scarcity of money. People who are ill, then they should spend on medicines. Rather than spending on medicine, they should be spending on something which they consume every day. That was the idea which I got, and that's where I started. So I was doing farming of this plant, then I was doing manufacturing of the final product. I did branding myself, I was importing from outside. So end to end I was doing. I did backward integration, I did forward integration of the product. Right? But when I made the final product, I was ready. I realized that certain external factors which I cannot influence. Nothing but government policies, export price, dollar price, international relations with China in terms of importing and exporting. So my product was based on all those things. My major product was from the importing, right? Major raw material. So when I was ready with the product, I got to know that the pricing of the dollar, which was 45 rupees at that point of time, shot up to 62. So my margins just went away. So I couldn't sustain. And the research, all it took a good 8 to 10 months to come up with the product. So when I was ready, the margins were not there. Still I tried to float it for 6 months. But probably I was too early in the market. 2011 was it. People didn't know about stevia. I tried to create awareness. I formed an NGO to create awareness. I was holding the camps in the morning in different parts of Delhi. So I went up to that extreme to create awareness about the product. But again, you can't fight the government, right? Till today, nobody has clarity on this product, whether to sell it over the counter, or it's a food product, or it's a drug, what exactly it is. Hence, I decided to buy it. So I know what not to do in business rather than what works. I had my share of learning, I'm happy for it. Though I burned my hands, I burned my money, but I gained experience. I learned.
अपना business नौकरी की, and today he is the vice president of firstnaukri.com. Give a huge round of applause to him. तो 2 महीनों की जरूरत है, समय तो सबक किया, निकले थे दुनिया की सैर को, दिल में कई अरमान थे, एक तरफ नरक है, एक तरफ शमशान। शमशान में जब पैर रखा हमने हड्डी पे, तो हड्डी के बयान थे कि ऐ मुसाफिर संभल के चल, हम भी कभी इंसान थे।
At this juncture, I would like to request our esteemed Director Sir, Professor Srivastava Sir, to honor our guest, Mr. Aditya Mann Sir, to present a memento. Please join me in extending a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Aditya.
Following this, I would like to invite Director Sir, Professor Dr. Srivastava Sir, to present a memento to our esteemed guest, Mr. Arpit Srivastava Sir. Please have a round of applause. And Program Coordinator of MBA and IQAC Coordinator to deliver the vote of thanks.
Please.
Good morning, one and all present here. So, although I have been given the vote of thanks responsibility, but first I would like to welcome all the students to GIBS campus. And I really appreciate that you have chosen Geeta Ratan International Business School as your choice and have taken admission over here. And you are welcome here. So, today I am feeling privileged to welcome you all here, and I would also like to welcome Sir Aditya sir and Aditya Mann sir and Arpit Srivastava sir for accepting our invitation at such a short notice and gracing this occasion of orientation program and addressing our students with your valuable words. And students, please, I would request you that you should keep in your mind the main pointers which are given by both of them. I am really overwhelmed to listen him and taking the pointers which will make your life a successful life if you basically adopt them in your life and keep it in your life. Okay, so Arpit sir, you have rightly said that we need to be adaptable, open to the change, don't be reluctant, focus on things which you can control. Because when we come to the college life, we are coming from the school, and as you all are coming, mostly a lot is coming from the schools to BBA courses and BBA integrated course. Only some students are in MBA and the MBA courses, but they are coming with lot of dreams to the campus, and those dreams are influenced by movies. They think that the college is the same way how it is shown in the movies. They think there will be fun, they think they can bunk the classes, they think that studies can be kept at back end. But believe me that if you will get influenced with all these thoughts, then it may produce a setback in your life. So please be cautious. It is true, you are coming from school to college, so many things are changing. But be disciplined, learn what is being taught by the teachers, obey your teachers, also be in your limits, so that the balance between what you are learning should not influence your career. Keep learning. There are a lot of things, value-added courses have been launched in Geeta Ratan College, which because the syllabus does not match the industry standards, we have been in touch with the industry experts, and along with them we have developed SBT and the value-added courses which are offered to the students. Although they are not the necessity that everyone has to go through those courses, that is choice-based, you can choose the courses, but if you go for these courses, you will develop your skill set. Say that you are going for the job, only then you will be doing those courses. If you are going for the entrepreneurship also, then also you can do those courses. That is an additional thing which we give to the students. Secondly, as sir has said, that keep on learning, and for learning in university itself has made MOOC courses which are the compulsory courses on SWAYAM platform, and every year you have to do one course. In management it is compulsory, every year you have to do the course. So if you decide upon what you want to become in your life, what is the purpose basically you want to do after these study of 2 years, 4 years and the 5 years, then you can choose the bunch of courses from these online platforms and go for doing those courses. That will add additional to your portfolio, your biodata, your resume. So when it will be the time for the final placements or for doing the things, you will be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So don't, this is the time where we are not restricted to what is being taught in the classrooms or what is being given in the syllabus. We have our own choice that the bouquet which we are having can be added with more flowers, and we can build up our portfolio by ourselves also. So you can go for those things also. So now coming back to for what I am here, that is vote of thanks. So I would like to thank Sir Aditya Mann sir and Arpit Srivastava sir for coming to us and addressing our students and giving them the tips for learning. I am thankful to you all students and parents for choosing GIBS and becoming the part of GIBS family. We hope you will achieve your dreams and get a good experience of learning at the campus. So I also thank the organizing team of this orientation program who have worked hard to make this event successful and a memorable day. So thank you all of you. Thank you.
Extend our sincere gratitude for those heartfelt words, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I request the august gathering to stand as the guest will leave the hall.
बहुत बातचीत कर ली. Now it's time to enjoy. Smiley hi, smiley hi. Let the students take over now. Thank you.
Welcome everyone. To our guess the logo or the tagline game. This is a fun game to test your knowledge of popular brands and their taglines. Here are the rules. We will show a logo or the tagline on the screen. You will have 20 seconds to guess the name of the brand. If you think you know the answer, raise your hand. The first person we see with their hand raised will get to answer. If your answer is correct, you will earn a great reward. Now you have 20 seconds to guess each logo. So let's keep it fun, let's keep it friendly, and we encourage everyone to participate and take an interest in the game. It's a great way to get to know each other, and let's have some fun together. May I please have the first logo on the stage, please? Seems you guys are really smart, huh? Next up, please. Don't shout. Next one, please. Let's move ahead. Guys, you guys are really smart, huh? I was not able to guess a few of these. Guys, shout it out, please. Can't hear it. Next one, please. Next one. Next one, please. Okay, now we'll switch to the taglines. Any idea? Any guesses? Guys, can we please have a raise of hands here now?
To all of you, this is your first day in the college, and we always say no life without college. So actual life begins at college, but let's try to understand what this life is all about. I start from your school days, which culminated only a few days back for the BBA students or the integrated MBA students, and your college life for students of MBA who have taken admission in Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University and they are with us. So first of all, welcome to Geeta Ratan International Business School on the very first day. When we start with the Prelude, that's the orientation program, we believe that if you have got the right orientation in the beginning of the program, you're bound to spend the remaining time period comfortably with this institution. The idea of developing a good orientation program is to give you a glimpse of all those things that is going to happen in the college in days to come. It's just like watching a Netflix trailer before you select the movie, and then you go in for selecting the movie and watch the whole movie. During this orientation program, especially today during my session, I'm going to introduce you to your program coordinators, class coordinators, the placement team, and during the bridge classes, since we understand that many of you may be from different backgrounds, so we are going to bridge the gap which you are having from the background which you are coming to what is expected for different subjects in the next 14 to 15 days till Independence Day. And then we are going to start with the main classes. And the reason for starting the main classes by 16th of August is that those of you who have come from outside, they should feel comfortable, they should be able to find their PG, and then once you are comfortable outside the institution looking for a PG and you are comfortable coming to the institute, you know what are the transportations you are going to use, then comes the day when you start with your final study. So the idea is that we give you 2 weeks time to settle down and feel comfortable and then focus totally on your studies without any delay. Don't forget what you learned in the previous institution. If you're coming from a school, you have been developed and disciplined to come at a given point of time and leave at a given point of time. So that learning is not meant to be unlearned. That learning is meant to be reinforced further because timings have a lot of importance in this institution also. Now that doesn't mean that it is a school, it is a college. But timing, when we are saying that it has a meaning here, it means that if you have decided to attend a class, be there in the class 2 minutes before the faculty is there. I happened to graduate from Hansraj College and our classes used to start at 8:40 a.m. And most eminent faculty members whose books must have been read by many of you during your 12th class were our teachers. And when we used to enter the class, we used to see the teacher coming at 8:39 from the staff room, and by 8:40 he was entering the class. It is that we have to reach before the teacher enters and bolts the door. That was the type of discipline Hansraj College taught me. Later on when I went to MBA, the same type of thing was there also. There was a race among the teachers to take the first class because they wanted that they should be there in the class 2 minutes before the class begins. Right? Now that's the type of discipline your school has already taught you before, and it need not be taught you here. But what needs to be learned here is which class you want to leave and which class you want to attend, understanding that you are able to fulfill the norms of attendance of AICT and of university. Do it. And you have to do it because you are in a professional course. And profession needs discipline. That's the very first thing which all of you must learn. Enjoyment is a part of college life, as the two guests have already said, but it has to be edutainment. That means education with entertainment. That's the buzzword. You are taking education, you are getting entertainment, and at the end of 3 years or 5 years or 2 years of MBA, you are a full-fledged, holistic personality ready to face the world. With this, I welcome you to Geeta Ratan International Business School. We abbreviate this as GIBS. And today's orientation program is by Center for Management Studies, and I welcome all the students. They are also welcome. At Center for Management Studies, we aim to cultivate exceptional management professionals who embody intellectual, emotional, and psychological leadership. Please focus on these words. Who embody intellectual, you have to become intellectually strong. You have to become emotionally strong. There may be stress, you need to face it. And you have to have a psychological leadership. Stress should not break you, or it should not crack you. It should make you more and more strong. so that you emerge as a strong leader. Excel in strategy formulation and execution, advanced management research, drive innovation, and thrive in the global competitive landscape. We have used very few words, but they are very heavy words. And even if you go in for covering all these 5-6 words which I have used in this particular vision, you are only 80% of what is expected by the industry. Because remaining 20%, as Arpit said, you will learn by joining that industry because they have their own ways of making you learn. I take this privilege of introducing you to our management, the promoters of this institution who has made Geeta Rattan International Business School, and they are running Geeta Rattan group of institutions. I take this privilege of introducing to our Honorable Chairman, Shri R.N. Jindal, who is the motivating force behind all this education endeavors which we are doing under his leadership. On his footsteps, we have our Honorable Vice Chairman, Mr. Anirudh Jindal, to whom you will be meeting quite often because he is there in the campus and he is moving around in the campus and he is very much interested in talking to you. So one fine day you may find that he is approaching the corridor and he may ask you your name. So it should not happen that he becomes a stranger for you. So the two faces should be recognized because these are the two faces sometimes you may come across and you must wish them a good morning, a good afternoon or a good evening. Okay? We talk of the organization structure. I, along with the dean, we have two verticals. I look after all the academics, so all program administration and academics of the programs is being dealt by me. And all placement and cultural activities is being dealt by the Dean Corporate Affairs, who is also sitting on the ground floor, right? And her name is Ms. Prachi Jindal. So you will be interacting with me for academics and you will be interacting with Ms. Prachi Jindal for the events, extracurricular activities and your placement related problems. Though your placement related issues will be dealt by our IIPC team, we have a full-fledged placement officer there, assisted by the 2 faculty members and an assistant, and they are there to look after all your placement needs. Feel free to talk to them. So this is myself standing in front of you. I am heading the institution. I take this opportunity of introducing you to your program coordinators and class coordinators now. So the program coordinator of MBA and MBA International Business is Professor Urvesh Chaudhary. I request her to come in front so that you are able to recognize all students who are pursuing MBA and MBA International Business with us. She is the program coordinator. You must recognize because in days to come you are going to interact with her for the first time. I also request the 2 class coordinators of MBA, that is MBA First Section 1A and MBA IP, that is Dr. Anjali Gupta, who will be looking after the class coordinatorship of MBA, and Dr. Mamta Rani, who is going to take care of MBA International Business. Now these are the 3 faces you must recognize, and these are the 3 teachers with whom you are going to interact. Before you approach me, I will only ask you whether you have talked to your class coordinator or have you talked to your program coordinator. And when you are coming to meet me, one of them should be accompanying you, because I would like to understand why the problem has not been resolved at the grassroots level. I now take the opportunity of inviting the program coordinator of MBA Integrated Program. This is a new program which we have started from this year, and Geeta Rattan International Business School is a pioneer in starting this new program as well as IP University Management Colleges are concerned. So once again, we have taken this opportunity of introducing a new program altogether which is recognized by All India Council of Technical Education, UGC, and the university. So we take this opportunity of inviting Dr. Manisha Kaushal Arora, who is your program coordinator and your class coordinator, because at present this is only one section. So she will be dealing with all the issues which you face as far as MBA integrated program is concerned. Thank you, Nisha. I now take the opportunity of inviting the program coordinator of BBA morning shift. As far as BBA program is concerned, there are two shifts. One is morning shift and the other is afternoon shift, which starts after 11 or 12 noon. The timetable will give you the exact time when we are starting with the afternoon shift. Dr. Pooja Sharma will be taking care of BBA morning shift students. If you have any issues related to your classes or your academics or your admit card or any other issue related to your marks, you have to get in touch with Dr. Pooja Sharma. She is being assisted by the class coordinators, Ms. Ruchi Malhotra. I will request her to come forward. Ms. Anuja Rastogi and Ms. Hamani Gupta. Are they here? So Ms. Hamani is there. Ms. Anuja Gupta is there? No. And Ms. Ruchi Malhotra? So recognize their faces and they will be the class coordinators who are going to assist you in days to come. Thank you. I take the opportunity of introducing you to program coordinator of BBA evening shift. He is Professor Abhijit Das. Is he there? Professor Abhijit Das. Dr. Veena Panjwani, Ms. Geeta Khare. So she is class coordinator of BBA evening B section. And we have Dr. Shiv Kant Tiwari, who is coordinator of BBA E section, evening C section. So these are the two class coordinators. It depends which section you are getting, and we are finalizing your attendance sheets. You will get to know in which section you are falling. Thank you. Let's start with the orientation program. We have in morning seen what are the expectations of the industry from you. Please be seated. I'll request the program coordinators to call the faculty members who are not there so that I can introduce them again during the course of time. Let me introduce you to the orientation program, what you are going to face in days to come. There are some important things that you must remember. First is, what is the expectation from students, right? We want that you should be good in academics, but we don't only want this. We want that you should also participate in clubs and societies depending upon what you like. You should have knowledge of grading system, examination system and code of conduct of this institution. We would look forward to your path of success as we move along. Have knowledge of our industry institute partnership cell, that is our placement cell. You should also understand what is the grievance mechanism of the institution, and you should be getting the glimpses of how we are student-centric as far as our orientation program is concerned. There are some important things to remember. Number one, it is important that you pass in your internals and externals both. Now let me make a word of caution here. Like CBSE, you are targeting the combination of marks which should be more than 33 to pass. In Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, passing is not difficult because they are very much student-centered. Passing is only 40%, which is a total combination of internal and external marks. But passing alone is not sufficient. You are going to become a professional and you understand that excellence is what you are looking for. And therefore, I always write this, that passing in internals and externals both separately is important. And you should be scoring high as far as internals and externals are concerned. We give you a lot of opportunity as far as internal is concerned. So you will be having, but in order to encourage your attendance in the class, we are giving you 10 marks only if you are achieving 75% or more. And if you are not able to achieve 75, then on pro rata basis, if your attendance is 65%, so you will get 6.5 out of 10. If your attendance is 55, it is 5.5 out of 10. The more you attend and the more you achieve your target of 75%, you are getting 10 marks at 75%. Right? Now this amounts to saying that out of 40 marks, 15 marks is only for written examination, which we call as a minor exam, and remaining 25%, which is in the form of presentation or assignment or your attendance, 25 marks is very easy for you to score. What I want to say is that these 25 marks are bringing you closer to your target of not passing but achieving your excellence. Okay? तो 25 नंबर आपको ऐसे मिल जाएंगे. जितना आप अच्छा और मेहनत करोगे, the more you study, the better you study, the higher marks you are going to score as far as your university exam is concerned. But life is not only about passing of exams. Life is much more than that. Passing the exam is one part of life. Developing the holistic personality is another part of life. What we want is that you should be able to achieve for the goal for which you are here. That is your placement. Or your dream of starting a business. That's the startup which we are talking about. So depending upon what is your goal, accordingly fine tune yourself and talk to like-minded students, as Arpit was telling, because if you are coming across like-minded people, you are becoming one of them. Your personality is sum total of the type of people you interact with. Hence, have good people around you so that your personality is just like them. Okay? Take your continuous examination seriously when the teachers are declaring about your exams, which will be there on your ERP and they will also be declaring in the classes. Take them very seriously. The moment you are missing an opportunity to earn marks. That's what I am saying. Okay? Take online feedback mechanism very seriously. We want to listen. If there is any problem with you, please do let us know. We go through the feedback seriously and we try to improve upon ourselves. We are taking feedback twice a semester for every faculty member and we are reading what you are writing to us. I am very well connected with my students. How many of you had mobile phone of your principal of the college or your school? Raise your hand. Here you will have my mobile number. Okay? And you are having my email ID also here in front of you. Now my mobile number will be available to you through your CR. So we are going to select your CR. I am in touch with the CR. You only have to take the mobile from your CR and write to me with your name directly. So this is the problem I am facing. I want to meet you regarding the same. And next day you are there in my office. Okay? If you have any problem, feel free to reach to me directly. But many of your problems will be resolved by your program coordinator and class coordinator first. I am always there with each one of you. Okay? So my mobile number will be with you in your mobile diary. And my email ID is there, which reads as director.gibs@geetaratan.edu.in. Feel free to write anything which is bothering you. Okay? And I will be more than happy to call you and talk to you. Believe in your all-round personality development and check ERP on continuous basis. Unlike schools where teachers may be giving you circulars or they may be making announcements in the class, we are a silent campus. We are putting all the notices on our ERP module, which is accessible to you on your mobile phone. You have to only download your EduMarshall app and you have to log in through your login ID and password, and all notices, your attendance, your marks will be visible to you on your mobile phone. And there is a special training for that which is going to be conducted in the next 14 to 15 days. On your palms, and when I talk of ERP, I will always say to you, visit ERP module 3 times a day. One, when you are coming to the college. If you are in your metro or bus, just visit your app, see what all notices are there. If you are driving your scooty, once you have reached the college and moving to your class, just read what all notices have come on ERP. Second time should be during your break time, when you are having your food. Just click on your app, see what all notices have come. And lastly, I usually put up notices in the evening between 5:30 to 7:30. That's the time when you will be finding lot many notices coming up. They are getting circulated to your CRs on the WhatsApp, and your CRs will be circulating in your classrooms. So we are that fast. The only thing is, you should be grabbing that information which is making meaning to you. Information is there. Okay? What we expect from you? Only few things. Regularity, because you are in a professional course. Respect, because you want respect for yourself, and therefore other person also thinks in the same manner. Develop a positive attitude and a promising attitude. As Arpit in the morning said, Aditya also said, you should not be lazy or you should not become an arrogant person. You should not be saying this is not my cup of tea. Every cup can be yours. Which best cup you want to pick up is your choice. Okay? Try for excellence, and ultimate goal should be success. Now, success also has a different definition. For some, success is getting a mere job. For some, success may be starting their own business. And for some, success maybe they may be practicing their hobby at the end of doing this professional course. So success has a different meaning for you. But focus on your success. Do that thing which makes you happy. And never shirk from your responsibility. School तक parents ने आपको cushion वाला environment दिया. You are in protected walls of the school. You are in protected walls of your home. Now is the time to step out, the first step in the outer world, and face the challenges that world can pose for you. It is the college that gives you all those challenges which will make you an independent man or a woman and a good citizen. This is what we expect from you. In academics, you are going to learn for yourself. You are not learning for me, you are not learning for your teacher, you are not learning for your parents. You have to learn for yourself, because that learning is ultimately going to be used by yourself for your betterment. Attendance, 75% is just a number. It should be in your mind that I have to be regular so that I know what is going on in the class. I should be knowing what is going on in the institution, and I am getting all those things which is making me a perfect personality. If it is not 75%, it can be 70% for some of you, and it should be 85% for many of you. It depends of how you are perceiving this number. Focus on your summer training and minor projects, project report and dissertation. Now these are some of the practical aspects of the course. Many of you may be copying the project from outside, which will be of no help to you because you have not learned anything by copying, right? And if you are copying others, you will never be a good artist. It is always said, a copy master is never a good artist. Who is a good artist? Who is innovative, creative, and who knows how to create the thing when asked to create. Problems will come to you not by knocking your doors. It will be in front of you, and it will say, face me. Else, I teach you the lesson of the life which you will remember. That is the problem. The solution of the problem is not there in the book. It is there the way you develop yourself to face the problems with responsibility and solve them. Then you are required by the industry. If you run away when the problem is there, you are not required. And never learn all these things from anyone. Running away is not acceptable. Facing the problem, solving the problem is what is required. That is why you have opted for management. Okay? So one of the program outcome is we make you problem solvers. But do you want to become problem solvers? It depends upon you. Let me give you a small instance. Tomorrow you are asked to give a presentation. It's your decision whether I work today and make the presentation and present it tomorrow in front of the class, or I go in for taking a leave. If you take a leave, you are running away from the problem. Right? And if you have a manager like me, he will give you 5 more presentations. Because he will never like that you should run away from the challenges. Okay? So always face the challenges and solve them. Grab opportunity that helps you learn and improve your personality. Never run away from difficult things. Specialization अगर choose करनी है, look for a specialization that adds to your domain knowledge, and which means things which you had not learned before, you should be learning now by choosing that particular specialization. That's how choices in life should happen. Give exemplary performance. Show that you are the best. And for you and your parents and for us, you are the best. We will never underestimate you. Till the time you prove yourself, I cannot do it. Commitment to your career and yourself is the very first thing which you should be focusing upon when you are sitting in the college. Always try to take the role of class representatives, because that's a leadership position, and if you have started taking leadership positions, you are bound to become a good leader in days to come. Look for participating in clubs and societies, because these are the platforms which will inculcate leadership positions or leadership qualities in your personality. Let me introduce you to the clubs and the societies which we have at the institution level. We have Mudra, that is dance society. So you have seen the performances of many students here who are performing in front of you by way of dancing. They will showcase their caliber in different events. And today they are showcasing, tomorrow you are also a part of that club. And when I say tomorrow, it means right from next day. Okay? Abhinay, that's dramatic society. So they play drama or scripts with a theme which is coming from the society. We have Lakshya, that is sports club. So this gives you opportunity to showcase your sports capabilities. Expression, that's the art society. Frames, if you have a good camera and it is lying in your cupboard, take it out. It will give you a lot of opportunities to click the photos of many people which goes into your memory. We have Mind Benders, that is management club. So whether it is business plan or a quiz related to business, all these things is being done in that club. We have NSS unit. We believe that if you are taking from the society, it's your responsibility to start giving back to the society. And NSS inculcates a selfless attitude in the personality of the student. Okay. We have a heritage club that inculcates the cultural part of the society in you. You may be asked to visit different monuments also to learn what is the history, what is the Indian knowledge system we are having, because Britishers have given us English. They have created certain type of curriculum for us, which has taken away from the actual heritage we have in India. So now the government is trying that the new generation, including our generation, should also know what we missed in the books about our history. So these are some of the club activities, and I'm showcasing the glimpses one glimpse you have in the morning also. So whether it is dance, whether it is break dance or a Kathak or a Bharatanatyam, you have it all. This is the glimpse of the management activity club. Sports. We will be going to the sports complex on 10th of August. We are having a sports events day in the orientation. So be there in sports attire with your sports shoes on and t-shirts on. Bring the sports which you play. So have your instruments ready and go in for playing. Okay. This is the glimpse of a dramatic club. So it is Nukkad Natak that is happening with the theme, and they are trying to showcase what they think should happen in the society. Let me introduce you to the grading policy. And before I start with the grading policy, let me tell you why we follow grading. Till 12th, there has been a race for marks. Okay? In college, there is no race for marks, but there is race for a grade which brings in, which basically classifies you in a particular quality grade. If you are A, there will be many other students who are having the same grade, right? So you are not going to focus upon whether you have 1 mark more or 1 mark less. You are going to focus on that you are achieving A grade and you are in that class of people. Now this is the internal evaluation scheme which we are following. We are having 3 components, A1, A2, A3. A1 has further 2 components, that is A1A, individual or group presentation, which will be for 10 marks. So teacher will be giving you opportunity to have an individual presentation sometimes, or they may be asking you to present in a group if they want to inculcate a team activity. Second is quiz, assignment or case studies. So that is for 5 marks. Then we have minor exam. The university has made it compulsory that there should be 1 written examination during the course of semester, and therefore this minor exam of 2 hours is there, which will constitute 15 marks. And finally, as I said, you have 3 marks of attendance. So we have also included some freebies for you. Okay? And you should focus on freebies first, because other things